Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Preet. If you're new here, let me give you a quick introduction. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen interest you, if you like watching such content, consider subscribing to my channel. Just go check out my channel. If you like it, consider subscribing to my channel. This topic has been on my mind a lot recently. The people that you surround yourself, it just affects you so much because you slowly, I just believe that slowly you do adapt the habits and the behaviors of people that you are surrounded with, and that I genuinely feel very true, for it to be very true. My hair is a mess today. I'm so sorry guys. Why am I apologizing? I don't need to apologize, but yeah, my hair is a mess today. Anyways, this topic is basically very personal to me because I felt its impact a million times, and this is something that I stand by very strongly. Personally, I've gone through this personally a lot of times. So recently, an incident happened in my life, and I'm going to tell you about it. That got me thinking on this topic even more. Was a friend of mine who is apparently a college friend, who was a very sincere student who used to do her work, very hardworking, very intelligent, very smart. Very hardworking, very disciplined. She used to do assignments on time. She used to be very focused, very goal oriented, very in lane with whatever she was doing, and she used to be very sincere. And I just love that about her, how serious she was with everything, especially with the subjects that we want to pursue as a career. She used to be very serious about it, but then she started hanging out with a group of people who were not serious, who used to dilly-dally everything, who used to procrastinate, whine about it, like you have to do an assignment, which is a very good assignment, and they'll just keep whining that it's such a big assignment, why do we have to do this, and all, which I find it very irritating, honestly, because you have to do it. There's no way out of it. Instead of spending all your time on whining, why not do it? Because like in all the time that you spend whining about it, you could have just done the assignment. That is just going to help you more than just keep whining about it. Anyways, she started hanging out with this group of people who used to do this, and this semester, second semester, I saw her do the same exact thing. She's not completing her assignments on time, she's dilly-dallying everything, she's delaying, whining, and I just felt this major shift, and I was like, damn, the people that you spend your time with is so important. Like they can literally change the person that you are. Like they can literally change so much about you. Okay, so another story time that it happened to me was once, like a few years ago, was I started hanging out with these people who used to be very into gossip, drama. They used to create drama, they used to gossip, and then all the time they're all just finding drama, wanting drama. I used to spend time with them, and I used to spend a lot of time. Slowly I started realizing that is something that I was doing too. I was creating drama, I was creating all this gossip, and I just realized that this is I just stopped one day and I was like, wait, this is not the kind of person that I want to be personally. What am I doing? This is not who I am. Why am I doing this? Personally, I feel that I am very affected by the people I hang out with. I instantly adapt myself to the people around me. I've just, something that I've learned in my life is to adapt. Just become like the person that you are spending your time with. That just makes it easier, which is not a healthy habit, I would say. And I adapt the traits very easily. If somebody is talking in a way, I would do the same thing very fast. So for me, the impact is very high. I've seen a lot of people who do not get impacted that much, who are still themselves, and they don't, and it's not something that I voluntarily do. It's not like voluntary, I'm taking in input and changing myself accordingly. It's just that it's just natural to me, and I just start taking up those traits, and it just happens. Okay, it's not something that I'm physically doing it, but it just happens, and it's just very personal. I feel I've seen some people very affected by people they are with at the moment, and some people who are just who don't take the trip. Just feel that the influence of the people around you, the energy that you are absorbing, also intermingles the energy that you are. Like your energy is affected by the people that you're spending your time with, and I feel that is very special. I personally have become very choosy and very particular about who I let in my life. Like, if you don't fit into my future, what are you even doing in my present? Something that has stuck with me is something that my mother used to tell me all the time. Ever since I've been growing up, I can remember as long as she used to tell me, there's this Hindi quote, I don't know if you've heard it, जैसा संगत का असर होता है और जैसा संग वैसा रंग, that you become the company that you spend your time with. And it's just something that has personally really stuck with me. That is something that I've learned from my mother, and that is something that I'll always keep in mind. I've become very choosy with who I spend my time with, because you know what, I'm all the time taking up their thoughts, their beliefs, and slowly, even if I wanted to, even if I don't want to, their thoughts, their beliefs are going to affect my own thoughts and my own beliefs. Every single person that you let in your life, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a colleague, or just somebody that you interact on daily basis, will impact your mindset, your future, your beliefs, your thoughts. Even if you believe that or not, it is going to impact you. Like, I'm sure every person has faced this, because just like, for example, just take, like, if you've been surrounded by a person who's very negative all the time, after a time you start thinking like that too. Instead, if you start hanging out with a person who's very uplifting, who encourages you, who inspires you, you start feeling inspired and you start thinking positively and you start doing all those things. So they do. I can give you a million examples on this. Like, I had a friend a few years back who used to be, very lazy, and just used to procrastinate a lot, who used to be very lazy, never got any work done. And I was like, okay, that's just him as a person. That's not who I am. I'm a person who would be the last person who to be labeled as lazy. But over time, I felt myself doing the same things. It does change your mindset, who you spend your time with. I was spending most of my time talking with him, and I just felt myself doing the same exact thing that I used to call him out for, and I was like, oh shit. So there are a lot of examples that it might not be obvious in the beginning, but their beliefs, their way of thinking, and their way of looking at the world will have an impact on you, and you will start seeing from their perspective. So just, if you surround yourself with people who are kind, who inspire you, who, instead of dragging you down, uplift you, it just makes you want to focus on yourself, focus on your growth. If you want to dim my light, if you want to pull me down, if you're dragging me down, I don't want to do that to myself, okay? Like, this is my life, this is my choice, and if you are in the way, I'm so sorry, but I don't think so. I have a space in my life. Like, I'm so done. People in my life who constantly pull me down, make me doubt myself, are dragging me down, or just keeping me tied down. I don't want such people in my life, call me like a mean person, call me like a very selfish person, but that's just not something that I am anymore. I've started distancing myself with people who do not want the best for me, who do not inspire me, or do not make me who are just pulling me down or dragging me down. I totally get it. It's so difficult to sometimes let some people go, because we are just in a habit of having them around all the time, or we are just in a habit of always having them around, or just having a habit of saying that we've been friends forever. Like, it's just become a habit, or it's just become like a normal thing. But you know what, I need you to start believing that the people who you are with, their beliefs become normal to you. And do you really want to become like that? Just look around yourself and look at the people that you surround yourself, like all the people around you, the people closest to you. Look at them. Do they inspire you? If you were to become them, would you be okay? If they are inspiring you, who they are empowering you, they are somebody who you look up to, somebody that you are inspired by, why not keep people around like that? It's okay to grow out of people. Something that I've recently realized is it's okay to grow out of connections. Like, I have stopped keeping people that I had once a connection, and I don't feel a connection anymore. I don't owe it to anybody to I just don't force myself to create a connection anymore. If there's a connection, great. If there's not, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be in your life. This is not working out. We are wasting each other's time, and let's just find people who we actually genuinely connect with. Like, I know it's so hard when you are close to somebody for so long. Please stop calling everybody your friend. Not everybody that you meet is your friend. It's okay that some people can just be acquaintances, some people can just be colleagues, some people can just be classmates, some people can just be people Not everybody is your friend. Stop calling everybody your friend. I had this habit that I used to call everybody I meet my friend, but they're not. Not everybody that you meet is your friend. Some people can just be people some people can be your acquaintances, some people can just be your classmates or ex-classmates, and that's okay. Choosing who you keep in your circle, who in your close circle, and choosing people, I know some people can find that manipulative, or some people can find that very selfish, and some can even find it very mean, but I personally call it being smart. This is my energy, and everything that you are doing is impacting me, and I'm not gonna, it's about time that I start prioritizing myself. I'm done trying to fit myself into a mold for some people else. It is what it is. I I read this quote somewhere in a very different context, but that just stayed with me. Is if you think that you're surrounded by idiots, who's the real idiot here? Like, if you think that you are surrounded by idiots, who do you think is the real idiot here? Wouldn't want to be like a person. Like, it's okay not to want to be like a person, okay? Everybody has different priorities, everybody has different hopes and future that they want. But if you won't want to be like a person in your life, why are you even hanging out with them? Like, why are we spending our time with a person that we wouldn't want to be? But something that I've realized recently is outgrowing friendship is okay. Outgrowing friendships, outgrowing relationships, outgrowing connections is okay. That doesn't make you a mean person, that doesn't make you a selfish person, that just means that you are evolving and you are growing up, and that's okay. Walking away from familiarity is hard but necessary at the same time. That's just something that I've come to believe. And friendships, if we are talking friendships are supposed to uplift you and make you feel empowered and inspired, not drained. Like, I'm so done with keeping friendships in my life that makes me self-doubt myself, makes me drained, makes me feel empty, makes me feel tired and exhausted. I don't want such friendships in my life. That I don't, you know what, when you have a connection with a person and when you don't have a connection with a person. And I'm done with keeping people just for having people in my life. The problem is when we don't, what I've seen a lot of people do, and personally that I've done also, is that we keep people we do not have any connection with, we do not connect with, just because we want somebody in our life. And that is something that I've stopped doing. You need to start being comfortable with being yourself, because you are the person that you're going to spend most of your time with. So just start being comfortable with who you are. Just being alone, just because you're alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely, okay? Being alone and lonely are two different things. You don't have to be lonely just because you're alone. And when you start enjoying your own company, you'll stop hanging out with people just because you want people around you. That is something that changed for me in the past few years, is that I started enjoying my own company. Being alone is not a curse. It's some of our blessing. You're getting to know the person you are going to spend most time in your world with. In your life, you're going to spend the most time with yourself, and you're getting to know that person and you're hanging out with that person. That how can that be a curse? So when you start being comfortable with who you are and spending time alone, you'll start genuinely stop giving time to people who constantly drain you and reduce your energy, because your energy is something that is magical and amazing about you, and it does not deserve to be drained. Because at the end of the day, you owe it to your own self who you let in your life. Because if you don't be careful about who you are surrounding yourself, nobody else is going to come and tell you that. Be mindful, your energy is precious. Not everybody deserves access to your energy, and that's not selfish, that's just necessary. That's just my belief. I'm just gonna list down some ways that have really helped me. First is start questioning people in your life, start questioning yourself. When you ask questions, that's when you are going to have answers. Start questioning, does this person help me become the person that I am? Can I be myself in front of these people? Are they making me grow into a person that I'm proud of? Do you feel motivated? Do you feel happy? Do you feel inspired? Or do you feel drained or unmotivated or doubtful or just uninspired? Like, your emotions after spending time with somebody will tell you everything you need to know about your relation with them. Like, you don't have to force a bond, you don't have to force a friendship, because we have to become comfortable with not having people in our life all the time. It's okay if you don't have the right people at the moment. You're going to find, because that brings me to my next point, is that if you keep filling up the space in your life with the wrong people, you are taking away the space from the right person. If you are constantly with the wrong people, you will never ever attract the right people. The minute that you stop and remove access to people who do not inspire you or who are constantly putting you down, that's when you start making space in your life for people who genuinely are connecting with you, who are genuinely going to inspire you and empower you, and who are just the right people that you want in your life. One more important thing that has helped me is setting friendship standards. Like, everybody talks about setting relationship standards all the time, but nobody ever talks about friendship standards. Start creating friendship standards in your life. You do not have to make everybody that you meet your friend. Not everybody is your friend. I've already told you this before. Start having standards for your friendships. Like, not everybody deserves the access to your life. Not everybody deserves to have your energy, deserves to have you in their life, okay? If they're not meeting up your standards, that's fine. I'm just gonna walk away, because you do not deserve my energy, my access, because these are my standards and I am supposed to set them, not you. Start creating a mental or maybe a physical list about people that, some things that you expect from the people in your life. Like, for example, I'm just going to give you some examples. Support your goals, not mock your goals. Like, they should support your dreams, support your goals, and not make fun of it and mock them. They should, like for me personally, my goals are they should bring peace and consistency in my life, not drama and not irregularity and confusion. I want peace and clarity in my life, not confusion and drama. But I am okay with people holding me accountable for my wrong behavior or bad behavior, but at the same time I'm not okay with somebody constantly putting me or pulling me down, constantly trying to want bad for me. No, you're not having access to me. Like, you do not deserve to be in my life. The next thing that I feel that is really important is actions should back up their talk. Like, a person is like, I support you, I encourage you, but you have to observe their actions. Are they actually doing that, or are they doing exactly the opposite? Because I've had so many people in my life constantly telling that I support you all the time, I encourage you all the time, I am the biggest supporter of your dreams, but in their actions they are doing the exact opposite. Like, with their actions they are constantly stopping me from being who I am. They're constantly stopping me from chasing my dreams, my goals, and they're doing anything but support me in my life. Some things that are very important to me is, are they still happy for me when I am winning something? Are they still there for me when I'm at my lowest? Do they respect my boundaries, or do they constantly cross them? And are they happy when I grow, or do they start make you feel insecure or bad or guilty about just growing and setting boundaries? No, and setting boundaries without feeling guilt. It's okay to say no. It does not make you a bad person, okay? Saying no, setting up boundaries, standing up for yourself is not a bad thing. It's just self-respect. Like, saying no is totally okay. It's self-respect. Setting boundaries is not a bad thing. It does not make you a bad person. Somebody is constantly draining you, it's okay to say no, okay? That's self-respect. That's prioritizing yourself over what people think about what others want from you, okay? The best thing that you'll do is learn to say no. It's okay to say no, and you have to learn it. It's uncomfortable, it gives you discomfort, and it is sometimes very hard for us to say no because we've been socially conditioned to not say no all the time. But it's important for yourself to learn to say no. Like, nobody in your life deserves unlimited access to your energy. You deserve the chance to decide who gets your energy, okay? This video, it's become very long, I can see that, but I just had a lot of thoughts on this, so yeah. Anyways, I'll try to keep it short from tomorrow, but to end this, just please be mindful about who you surround yourself, who you give access in your life, because they will eventually affect your energy and your mindset, your thoughts, your future that you want. I hope I have not been very unclear in this video, that I think I have, because this is completely unscripted and completely unplanned, just my personal thoughts. It's like a diary entry, so I'm just saying what I would write in a diary. It's like a diary entry that I'm making a series, and this is just the episode 2, so I'm just getting the hang of it. I hope you like this video. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you have any topics. Let me know down if you have any topics. I love you, right?